I say boom, boom, boom. Now we're about to say way-oh, way-oh.
What is up, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to the Layers channel. Today we return with the F1 question, and the man in question this week is the Mercedes number 2, Valtteri Bottas. In recent weeks, Bottas' performances have shown that he is never really going to be up to the level of Lewis Hamilton, and whilst the Finn has a contract for 2021, beyond then, his future is uncertain. So today on the channel, we are going to be counting down the 5 men most likely to replace Valtteri Bottas in the near future. Now, I hope you like this video, go subscribe, we're going to dive into the action, let's do it. So then, on to the list, and up first, we have Toto Wolff's latest protege. It is of course George Russell. Now, the young Brit may be driving a Williams that is absolutely horrible around an F1 track, but there is no denying the youngster brings quality. And it's no coincidence either that his and Valtteri's contracts expire at the same time. Sources are suggesting that he is the favourite to take the Finn seat heading into the new era during the 2022 season. But others may be starting to question whether he truly has the talent. After the Tuscan Grand Prix, where once again he missed out on points and is yet to score a single one after over 30 races, some may argue that with 0 points on the board, you don't deserve to be a Mercedes driver. However, others could argue the other way, winning the Formula 3 and Formula 2 championships, beating out the likes of Lando Norris and Alex Albon. George has already proved his quality. Furthermore, he is yet to be out-qualified during an F1 weekend, the only man on the grid with that record. So, whilst George's stock may have taken a hit in recent weeks due to his inability to get points, he is still the fan favourite with an 8 out of 10 chance. In at the number 2 spot, we have the former Mercedes young driver, Esteban Ocon. 2020 has been a mixed year for the Frenchman. On the one hand, excellent news as he returns to the Renault seat to take out Nico Hülkenberg. But on the other hand, his performances have been, to say the least, underwhelming. Being comfortably beaten by teammate Daniel Ricciardo has suggested that maybe his stock was a little higher than it truly is. But all this won't stop the Frenchman from necessarily returning to a Mercedes drive. He knows the team well, having spent the whole of 2019 as the reserve driver in the garage, and with Ricciardo leaving for McLaren at the end of the season, if Esteban can prove his worth against 2-time world champion Fernando Alonso, there may just be a spot, if George messes up, for the Frenchman to dive back into the team. His odds aren't as strong, but it's still a solid 7 out of 10 chance. In at number 3, we have quite a surprising choice. It's the young Brit Lando Norris. Now, at first sight this may seem like a strange move, but maybe not as strange as when you look at it in a little more depth. First of all, Norris fits the kind of man that Mercedes like, a high profile character that is interested in more than just Formula 1. Furthermore, Britain has a huge fan base in racing, and bringing up the next Lewis Hamilton into the team would be a huge marketing ploy that Mercedes are unlikely to ignore. Added to that, McLaren are now returning to the Mercedes engines for the first time since 2014, meaning Norris will have a little bit more experience with a piece of kit he may not have expected. Adding all this together and throwing in the point that Norris is also managed by Mercedes overall, it shows that really, this move may not be as stunning as those that make it out to be. Plus, at 20 years of age, he has more longevity than everybody else on the grid. Now you may think he's contracted till 2022, but look at Sergio Perez. He has proved that that does not stop you from joining a team or getting booted out of it, contract or not. In 4th place, it's Max Verstappen. Now, you may say there are absolutely no agreements or even talks between Mercedes and Verstappen, and you would be completely right. However, with a team like that and a driver like that, you can never deny that the combo could happen. Max would love a drive at Merc, and Merc would probably love to have Max. It would secure their team as a top side for the next decade, with arguably the best driver on the grid until at least 2025. Throw in the fact that Valtteri is going to continue to decline, and Max would be an awesome signing, taking away from a rival as well. So whilst no deals are made and Max has a contract until 2024, the only thing I can say is never say never. And finally, in 5th is the man with a point to prove and a shadow to remove, the Canadian youngster Lance Stroll. Over the past few years, Lance has had a huge amount of criticism as being a pay driver, arguably the greatest in history. But in 2020, he's starting to prove the haters wrong, pulling in solid performance after solid performance, even getting a podium at the Monza Grand Prix. Is this enough to earn him a Mercedes seat? Probably not, but once again, like Lando, you dig deeper and it may just be possible. Now, before the Aston Martin deal went through, Lawrence Stroll was in conversation with Toto Wolff as to buy out a chunk of Mercedes. It suggests that the two clearly have a good working relationship, and with Stroll's performances continuing to improve and him still being the second youngest man on the grid and with a long future ahead of him, it could just be a move that would shock the racing world but wouldn't surprise me. So that is the end of today's video. I hope you guys have enjoyed. But before you leave, a couple of quick jobs to you. First of all, go and leave a like on the video. Second of all, go comment down below who you think will be driving for Mercedes next. And finally, go click that red button and drop us a sub. I want to hit 100 as soon as possible, and any support is hugely appreciated. Other than that, I hope you enjoy your day. I'll see you next time. Peace.